Hello, my Abras, Cadabras, and Alakazams, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Sorry for the lack of video as of yesterday. Uh, lots of Dungeons and Dragons hoo-ha, you could say. So bear with me, as I've got what you would call just. Oh, I did not change the name of the. I did not change the numberings of the parts. Oh, that's a problem. Whoops. Whatever. But we're gone live. We're going to play until about when the clock strikes 8:30 p.m. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Give me one second. I think I heard the door. False alarm. Someone was hitting something in the kitchen. Sorry, I just want to edit this here. Alright, so we've got. We met one of the guild people last episode. Yeah. But it's currently a level 10 quest, and we are level 10, so we're gonna have fun with that. Acting Guildmaster Tubby Game wishes to assess the improvement of your Academa skills. Well, we already have. Oh, this is going to be a much better weapon. Cool. I think we'll take the hat or gloves. Actually, we'll take the booties. We need better booties. All right. Yes, Ashens, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You're keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kelia's instructions, you should be ready to face more dangerous threats around Western Lanaska. Lanasia, God, words are failing me yet again. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypothesis, the third to perfect the tactics you've devised, which is stand here, aim and shoot. Done. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. How dare you? I would cast Bio and Miasma as well. But yes, high copious amounts of me casting ruin will occur. You're not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider the efficacious combinations of Rune and Bio. That's what I kinda said earlier. How dare you for interrupting me. When timed properly, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Well, no duh. But let's get to work. Come along, Carbuncle. We've got work to do. Hey, where the fuck is this place at? Map, tell me where to... Is it a place that I have yet to go to? Well, we have to go to Summer Forward Farms anyway. Balls. Because I gotta deal with all this. Well, we have to go all the way over here, so... Let's just be lazy and teleport, shall we? Well, I check my Discord. cool. Now, you gotta work our butts all the way over to Summerford. Shout out to Destiny Butterfly. It's very cloudy today, it seems. Yeah, last time we had to give you a little summary on the last thing we had to do. Prefwall tells you that he spied Severum consorting surreptitiously of with the thieving pirates, as they will know of the likely traitor in the mist. The pirates have stolen farm tools from Tiller's Rest. Prefwall bids you dispatch the reavers who linger in the area and recover the tools. We recover the stolen farm tools, deliver to Prefwall at Tiller's Rest. We're like, yeah, we got a tattletale on the Severum guy because he's a dick. Just to double check, we are equipping the best gear we have. Cool. Just double checking for when we turn our thing in. Pirates making off with our tools. Prefwall did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'd be damned if Severum thinks he could take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. No. I mean, I'll take the gill because I'm gonna get a better book. I'll take the money, please. Thank you. You do get a lot of experience, plus I'm in a rested area, so yeah. Oh well, I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, but you've never once let me down. Yet, what I'd ask you for now goes beyond what I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just deserts. Staleward has reason to believe that Severum is up to no good. Something must be done. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severum by now. Yes, I've met with him. He sort of backstabbed, but you know, he's a shady bloke. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking around that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but the last I had when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant much. Defiant, yeah, defiant. I think that's the word. So much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets. I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice to say, I would rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I try asking uh, Grenilda at the Eateroid. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Neat. Quest accepted. Let's go hunt us a pirate. Hello, I'm looking for a witness. Hello there, witness. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for the Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip. It was that had picked their brains. Pickled their brains. Sorry. If you find idle swine, be sure to give him a cuff around the ear for me, will you? Cool. So, yeah, he's all the way over there. That's not too far. Tactical planning. Well, I'm here to tactically kick their butts. Well, it's called the Descent, and this is their just desserts. Yeah, sugar puffs, okay. There we go. No, not ready just yet. Hey, look, a path descending down. Gee, I wonder if I'm supposed to go down this way in particular. Like, where am I going? Oh. All the dirty, deceitful, dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. If I don't get no lower than that. Of course I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severum. I was so ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Well, okay then. He's got henchmen. Hired goons. Woad Whisper Canyon. This sounds like it's going to say, well, you're going to load into an instance, boyo. You better get ready. Prepare your butt. There's going to be a fight. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, for the sorry bastards in there are done for. Rescue Severin's henchmen in the heart of Woad Whisper Canyon. Hey look, it's a duty that's going to commence right about now. I'm level 11, I'll be instanced to like a level 9. Severum might have gotten us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than to be a convincing bastard's debt. To arms! Oh, okay, so level 13. Yeah, okay then. Do I need more experience to, you know, to take the hits? Nah, screw it, we'll be fine. A true knave. You portray even yourself, Severum. You're prepared to overlook the matter for your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent Reaver's choice. Will not do so a third time. Hey, look at this nerd in his book. Carrying behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honourless wretch, your life is all you have. Is all you have left, sorry. Your worth and worthless though it be, we shall take it. Mysterious Organization 13 member. Ah, I knew it. This is a Square Enix game. Oh, oh, mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Well, that's rock and roll. Well, no, not that. Just hit him with bio. Look up. Ow, ow, ow. You're strong. You're strong enough to withstand this. Maybe. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. I can take the hit. Yeah, yeah, ow. How about you just die by carbuncle? I did it! That golem could... That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. He is the main protagonist. Most powerful person of all. The snake slithered away. I'm really glad that he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Leminska factions. Whom then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge of Shahagin and Cobalt activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12, help us if they should prove so. Limsa would be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, whilst the lesser moon continues to fall. By Ilm, by Ilm and by Ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Luiso foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not yet. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of the Chilean ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Chilean seem commonplace. Here for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today, the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? See some grotto, perhaps? Ah, expositional headache. What have we here? Can you walk? 'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your excursions. Are you suitably recovered? Sebrum here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing. Saracana are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Shahagin, As for their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But I must escort Severum back to his place of employment. I dare say Stalewern will be wondering what has become of him. You too, for that matter. I'll bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you. Perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Isolde. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the Aether in hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay. But I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you see. Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Till our paths next cross, farewell. Cool. Yeah, I gotta change the settings here. Moogle Moogle. Yeah, that should do. I could go to Western. We'll go to the Western, just so we can just kick some butt. Ah yes, the ladder. My one true foe. How the fuck do I cross this bloody... Whoops! I should have just gone this way. Can I jump it? Nailed it! Just saw some cursed images. Pretty cursed. Oh, wild jackal. You're just what I've been looking for. Ow! How dare you, good sir? How? What a gotta be very... I gotta figure out this. Can I take the hit? Ow! Mother hugger. Alright. Are these all jackals? Yeah. That's a giant enemy crab. I'm going to avoid it. Okay, you can gently go back to your spawn point. I'm not even in range. Alright. Okay. What a hooker. Okay, let's go find these roselings next. Yeah, there's a lot of giant enemy crabs. Gotta flip it on its back and attack its weak point for massive damage. Oh, early PlayStation 3 conference, you were crazy. I chose the wrong enemy. Whoops. Luckily, I've got the next area. Nailed it. Achievement unlocked. Hey, it's Aleport. I love Aleport. Just gotta tiptoe. Gotta get in range. To go. Oh, hello there. Got him. Now, I'm just gonna nip down here to Swift Perch real quick. So I can just say base. I could go all the way down to Airport, but I feel like we're just gonna go there eventually. I know we're gonna go there eventually, but I'll just touch base here. We're go though? I'd say let's just go back to the guild real quick. Right, to the Arcana skills, please. You're clearly going to send me on to my next meeting with the guild representative, aren't you? Welcome back, Ashens. Do you feel to conquer... How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? By me tactically standing over there and going, no, you die, followed by me getting my ass chewed by jackals. It was really great fun. Let's write that raid of triumph. Let us write that wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Next training exercise will have to accompany Forcia Achillea on one of our inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Kanama. Pray do not tarry, Ashens. Achillea waits you on the floor below with further details. Sure, okay. Is there like a... okay, down we go. Is this your cool secret basement? Oh my god! Carbuncle cockfighting! Yes! Shining Emerald, I said Shining Emerald. Question mark? Yep. Focus, my pet. Attack. Alright, oh, what did you say? Very good. He located the milk route. Sniff, sniff. Carbuncle, what do you do? Yeah, that's right, you're the mascot of this game, yes. Hey, no, I am the protagonist here. We shall merge. A timely appearance as I expected. We shall proceed directly to the job at hand. I've been tasked by examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan run by the Boylestock family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods, such as such. I've calculated that announcing the inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities. But here's an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. I'm considered gifted in the formation of tactics. I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategies on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind. I shall adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1, 3, 4, 5, otherwise known as Stratagem Focus Fire. You and your Emerald Carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one your enemy will wither Under the combined onslaught, probability of victory 95%. Reports place the peddlers in vicinity of Cookpot in Middle Lanasia. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. Ah, she faded away. She was a ghost the whole time. Good thing we're going there in that general direction. But we have some gil to sell, so we're going to take a quick wander through the market to sell some of our sacksfuls of cash. Collectible appraiser. Okay, you don't work with... Okay, so you're Mr. Cosmetic. Well now, I have some money I wish to sell. Here comes 500 gil coming my way. Bam, like that. Oh, for the fisherman. Oh, about retainers, yes. Yeah, no, we're gonna pass on that. Oh god, there's a lot of people online today here. Must be one of those flash mobs I've heard so much about. Alright, so I'd say let's go to the farm first. Well, for once, it's not cloudy. Hello, I knew you'd return. You should have delivered Severum a bit ago. Tales of heroic deeds precede you. The rest came scuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. And the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. I trotted a Sahagin, 7 hells. Rivers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they've not but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Liminsons. I'd only taken my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Shahagan masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom exchanged for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear 'em talk how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crimes breeding your brethren. However good. I'll read that again, sorry, my brain was like, yep, no, you're not reading this right. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime betraying your brethren. Know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. I'll always be in your debt, Stillborn. Yeah, well, that wrapped up that little storyline. You are dead too, Ashens. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving my men of my farm. Saving the men of my farm. Blah. If I could ask one more favour, it'd be this. Tell Baderon what happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'll put a good word for Severum if he knew the whole story. He's one of the few people who I know the Yellow Jackets listen to. So I'd reckon I've asked what I can possibly ask of you. Safe travel, son. Yeah, that's some Summerford Farms wrapped up nice in a tiny little bow. Let's go. Have a little murder break. I wonder where the next arc will lead us. Probably that shady hooded bloke. Looked awfully shady. Oh, come on, get away from me. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm the bigger man here, leave me alone. Alright, yeah, go, shoo. I want to get locked into this instance. I am Forsyth Kilia of Mailvan's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty! Sneaky peekers! Gobby spit up blander up nosy eyes! Unstabby Rion! Unstabby Iron! A predictable aggression response. Very well, Hessians. Remember what we discussed? Ah, yes, set the place on fire. Kind of engaged right now, I can't do evasive maneuvers. I did my call of the duty. Now we've got about half an hour left in the show, folks. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster. Himself in action. This was the perfect example on how the strategy for the given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there's another question I could ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or showing up your weaknesses? I'd rather cover my weaknesses because I'm playing solo and I gotta, protect my rear. So, yeah. Oh, again you respond as the guildmaster once did. I would revise the probability for your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are you are one to keep an eye on. That much is certain. But but to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Tempigeheim until next we meet. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive and take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Assuming precondition C, the execution of combat maneuver B would impact scenario A in a matter which would precipitate. Look at you goblins. Hello. Following me with your eyes. Well, we're going back to Limsa then. Woo, teleport! Good. I have a long weekend ahead of me. Saturday and Sunday are going to be unstreamable, let's say. But let us continue on forward. Woo. Back from the field, Ashens. Keelia contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture of knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such an unseemly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you'll soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind. One last thing, Ashens. Consider your dedication has shown towards your discipline. I've decided to permit to leave you to explore your teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, First Master Science of Arcanima. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well, no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. You have now access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in corresponding guilds. There exist myriad disciplines in the Orzia that adventurers can take up. For most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Up to level 80. No, I kid. But seriously, yeah, master to level 80, then go to a different class. But still, you're going to be a summoner. That's your job. You better be that mage. So we get ourselves a better book. But we're gonna get ourselves some booties. Amateur duck builds. We get boots. Gear sets. Oh yes. Gear sets allow you to save several combinations of equipment. Yeah, I'll swap them for your leisure. Button, yeah. So you can be like, I'm going to be this class. Like, I have a gear set for my for the songbird attire for my bard. So if I'm entering like a public space, I just put on my best. I just put on my dress and just walk through the town. Or it's like, oh, we're having a very important, serious moment here. Better put on my good clothes. So you get gear sets, but like we're putting a button. Like we can just unequip this. And we can just see, we can just have make a default gear set. Uh, Gear set list. Create new. See? Simple as that. It just tells us what we have, and we can choose to rename it. So instead, we're going to so now, if we want to walk around as Cloud Strife if we want to be as Advent children-y as we want to be, we just go make a new one, like that. Instant. See? It just, adds a bit of spice to your character. I really meant to do it with like switching to other classes instantly, but if you want to be fashionable with whatever like matching set, you can do it that way. Wow. Yeah, gotta admit, gotta love the era, love the race design. Oh god, that's a spooky ghost. Oh god. Why did nobody warn me? So, in order to get summoned 2, we gotta be level 15. But we're level 11 in air quotes. If we sneeze on something, we're gonna get to level 12. Which I mean we are. We're gonna... I just want to know which is the easiest way to... Okay, so we just gotta get to the aft castle. Talk with our best friend Beidron. See where the next part lies. And I think that'll be it for the episode. We're just gonna have a bit of a short-ish episode. We're just gonna go full Advent Children. Bloody hells! Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over, young Severum. The Yellow Jackets hands out the punishments as... The Yellow Jacket as hands out the punishments as a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I'd reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from Anglin to Knee Holland. Kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. It sounds to me you've done everything old Stalewern asked of ye, and more. Just a fine and generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for your reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room on board? Venturing, venturing's a trying business after all. Them as them as don't rest their bones every now and again, tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly as much as when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for ye, so make use of it. We've got in rooms now. Now that you'll have now that you'll have as much for lying around, what with all the levies that I'll be doing. Oh, did I mention? I'll put your name down for levies. Our guild draws a manner of clients, offering a manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labour. Just give to mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. You'll always have some task for ye to do. So, guild levies now available. Well, that's what I call them. I don't really know how to properly pronounce words in this bloody game. Oh, and it's all above board in case you're wondering. If you're careful to stay on the admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention, I tell ye, if it turns out they'd ought to do with them kidnappings, there'd be 7 hells to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, do. And that's what on rough seas sometimes you have to rock the boat to be to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wretch's hospitality. You have now access to recommendations. This feature will display a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened under Duty in the main menu. It will also be displayed automatically when you logged in. If you find yourself unsure what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. So you log in. Here's a list of 10 available quests in this town. Do them. I now have the power to bring back the dead. But as a solo player, that's kinda useless. So let's go check out our room. Greetings, lad. What can I do you this fine evening? Have a nice rest. Let's go check our room. So I have the glamour dresser, which we have yet to unlock. The armory, situated in your in-room, estate, or squadron barracks. The armory can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of obtainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. You can determine whenever an item can be stored in an armory by viewing its in its item help window. Please note that items with condition at 100% or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will reset its spirit bond and condition, as well as remove customized elements such as toys and crests. Well, we have nothing really for that, do we? No, we don't. Oh. Hello there, dear viewer. We got ourselves an in room. An unending journey. In this you can play cutscenes. Yeah, I know this is like, oh, I really want to see that cutscene. But as me just as this. Yeah. A toy chest. You've not yet unlocked any mini games. But poop. I can't jump up. It's that toy Moogle. Crystal Bell. You're not authorized to summon near. Yes, Statican. Yeah, he makes you pretty. The orchestration can be used to change the music in your state or in room, but only if you obtained song rolls. Rolls can be obtained through a variety of means, including synthesis, purchase in shops, and discovering treasure coffers. After obtaining a roll, use it and will add the track to your orchestration list. So yeah, if you just want to freaking play your music, you can, but you need the right stuff. We got a lot of nothing. Summoning bells are used to call forth any retainers you have in your employ. Retainers are helpful NPCs that can be hired by players to maintain items and gil, as well as place goods up for sale in the markets. If you're given approval to hire retainers, speak to Freindrib in Limsaninsa, Pardel in Gridania, or Chachabel in Ulda, Pernilia in Ishgard, and Kazashi in Hugan. Yeah, I never did use retainers originally in my first playthrough. Yep. It's a bed, alright. I wish to do nothing. But other than saying what, we're going to talk to Badron to see what our next quest is. So yeah, that's our MTV Cribs episode over, I guess. So we get pants or cash. Badron, the proprietor of the Drowning Ranch, has a suggestion to put you on the road towards new adventures. How'd you fare, Ashens? Arrested and just seeing my little behemoth just walk across behind the bar. I'm like, what did you? Rested and ready to expand your horizons. Well then, I've an idea where you might be headed next. Have you heard of the skylift out in middle Lanasia? If you ever visited Woad Whisper Canyon, you must have been up down the thing at least once. It's a big beam and scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Or laboured that, and I heard they could use an enterprise and soul to pick up the odd jobs that no bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation. Look by the name of... I'm just gonna call him but so that's a word, alright, but I am not... That's a lot of consonants and one vowel. I'm just gonna call the guy Urhit. Yeah. I'll be sure to put you for work on a task or two. Neat. So we gotta go get our rears to the sky lift. I mean, I'm gonna have to do that next episode, folks, because we gotta do a little bit of housekeeping. I gotta fix the title of this episode. Because it's on the second part according to this. The accursed PlayStation remembers the name of your last Let's Play title. I just forgot to change the number. But as for this particular weekend, I won't be able to stream due to the fact that I'll be playing the equivalent of 25 hours of Dungeons and Dragons. Granted, it's homebrew, but yeah, I got work to do. Gotta fix my character sheet. Let's just say that. And gotta see what I've got in my inventory. Not in this game, in my D&D campaign I'm part of. But yeah, we'll have fun. We'll investigate what odd jobs we need. Maybe that mysterious hooded bloke. Maybe he'll make a cameo. And who knows? We'll see where the road takes us. So, time for that stereotypical YouTuber malarkey of like, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified, and just, the usual bullcrap. All hail our glorious overlords, Google and the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, enjoy yourselves and happy loot and happy hunting, and Ashens will say goodbye to you for now. See you then, folks.